Hello YouTube, and welcome to another general vlog video. Today I'm going to show you what I have learned on this Shishugibon like I said, I'm sure I'm butchering that name all up. I'm trying to get you set up with the tripod here. Alright, so I'm going to sit down and I'm going to try, I don't know if you can hear me over the torch, but I'm going to try to show you a few little tricks and tips that I learned. But basically, it's a lot like spray painting. You don't want to end in the same spot every single time. You can see here how I didn't end, ended this one here and this one here and none here, because it will darken in a line. So I'm going to kind of show you. First thing I do is I come up through here and I burn my edge. And it does matter how fast you go, how slow you go. You kind of learn your own pace, and there's no right or wrong pace. And you can see this is where I boogered up on the router. So down here, I just kind of start lightly, like this. And like I said, you try not to end in the same spot each time. Because if you do, then you're just going to burn kind of like a straight line, so to speak. It's not going to be straight, but it's going to be straight-ish if you end in the same time. Now, if you don't like that, then you can go back, like I go back and I kind of go over all my knots again, and it kind of just darkens them up just a little, and I'm happy with that. So now let me get it set up where we can do a little bit of the edge. And once again, I'm no professional at this. This is what I've learned between yesterday and today, burning these woods, and I've got more inside that I've burnt, and I've got more inside to burn. But same way here, just kind of start. I always start at the bottom. I don't know why. That's easiest for me. But you can really see those grains really starting to pop. Now, if you don't want those grains, just go over it darker, which I'm not going to do because I want those grains. But like say, all of a sudden, like I don't like this edge, so I'm going to burn that edge even more. And say I didn't want this dark right here. I can just, boom, it's gone. Now when I brush it, it'll come back just lightly, and that's what I think is going to look really good. So I'm going to continue this. I got this one side of this board to do, and then I'm done for now. And then I'll get it brushed off, and we'll kind of go from there. I have to get you set different in the tripod now, because I can't hit the pause button. There we go. And we'll be right back. Okay, let's recap this a little bit. What I was trying to explain earlier is, like you can see this board right here. See how it's pretty well consistent all the way down? But now if you look at like the fourth board in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you look at the end, see how it got really charred and dark right in there? Now you can take a sander, and maybe I'll show you that after I sand it, and then re-toast it. I call it toasted. I guess roasted would be really almost like that is down there, and I want it more toasted than roasted. I know that's not probably the right way to say it, but I do have them all done. I kind of like the white edge that you see, like right here where I routed it. I think that's going to give it the look to where it's not going to look so 2x4-ish up on the ceiling. I really like this. Now, a lot of times, like this one here, I'll go back and I'll darken these up just a little bit, because that's what I've done on the others. But you don't want it uniform, or I don't want it uniform at all. I don't want it, but I don't want to see all the dark here. Of course, a lot of that may come out when I brush it. Let's go in here and see if we can find that brush, and there it is. Look, I got water leak in here from where the tree up there hit my roof, and I've got it fixed. I'm just waiting on it all to dry. Let's go over here with this brush. Kind of hard to do one-handed, and kind of brush it off just a little bit here. and see. Yeah, see, that softened it up quite a bit, but it didn't bring back any of my grain, which there's not a lot of grain at that end that pops. But like this one over here, let's see what happens when I brush it. And you can notice, because when you burn it, it gets kind of a gloss to it instead of a a light sheen. Now all these have to be rebrushed, or have to be brushed, not rebrushed, because I haven't even started. That lightened it up a little bit, but I am still going to sand that in just a little bit, those two ends. And then maybe that one end down there, you can see it's a little darker. I don't want them uniform, but I don't want them looking like I didn't know what I was doing. And, and you can get heavy-handed on this, and that's what I was saying. When you take this torch, matter of fact, this one that I'm showing you now, I really love that. I wish all of them looked like that. But it's all in the grain. But, if you're burning this and you stop every time, like right here, like we'll say this right here will be a line. If you stop there every time, now when you go back over this side and you overlap that, this is going to be darker right here than anywhere else. It's really a lot like spray painting. The slower you go, the heavier burn that you get. Like when you're spray painting, the slower you go, the more paint coverage you get. On paint cans, if you stop in the same spot each time and then you overlap that spot again, that spot got more paint and it'll be more noticeable. Same way with burning. That spot would have got hotter and more burned, and you are going to notice that. So I think I don't want to discourage you, because if you've never spray painted before, you're going to think, oh, I can't do it. You really can. All you have to do is just kind of play with it. I suggest, and I did not do it, I did a couple short boards, but I suggest, if you're going to do this, like say you're going to make a book cabinet, a bookshelf. Make your bookshelf. Take any scraps that you have left and practice. Now, I did all of this on about 1.25 cans I use the MAP gas. It burns hotter. I don't know if that helps with this or hurts with this. I did have some other, but it was empty, so, well, I guess I didn't have any other then, did I? But practice and practice and practice. Now, this is actually going on my ceiling in my house. So what you see is what you get. I should have practiced more than I did, and you would have learned. Like, see, like to me, like right there where that is, that looks too light. So it needs to be toasted just a little bit more. Don't you love my word, toasted? That's just the way that I feel on this. It's kind of like roasting a marshmallow. You just put it high above the fire and rotate it fairly quick, and it gets nice and brown. But then you're like me, and you want to get it closer to the fire, and you want to go slow, and you want it burnt to a crisp. It's about basically the same thing. It's all in fire control. When painting, it's gun control or can control. On this, it's just fire control. Excuse me. And you'll learn all of this fairly quick. I mean, now I have 2 more pieces inside, the thin pieces. And I have my 2 little pieces over here up underneath my phone. And that's my only experience. So you figure there's 7, 8, 9 10-foot boards and a couple little 1.5-foot boards. That's all the experience that I have. But I'm happy with it. I just want to make it, I want to critique it a little bit. I just want to get in there and do just a little bit better on a couple ends, and I will be perfectly happy. Next we'll be pre-drilling and countersinking holes. That way I can put my wooden dowel rods in there, which what I got was, since this was poplar, I'm in my garage looking, and oh yeah, I know, I put them up on the ceiling. Well, you guys are going to just have to see all my tools and junk anyways. So, okay, here they are. So I went ahead and got poplar dowel rods, and I'm going to cut them off into chunks. I got 2, and I probably only need 1. And excuse me. I am, excuse me, I am fighting a horrible cold. I know I say that all the time in videos. I don't think it's allergy seasons. I mean, I know it's allergy season, but I don't think that's what it is. I had just gotten over a cold, was good for about 2 weeks, and then my ears are clogged, my throat is scratchy. I really don't think it's allergies. I guess it could be, but it'll last about 3 or 4 days and it'll go. So, but anyways, I'm just going to put the dowel, and then I'm going to have to, while they're on the ceiling, I'm going to have to go back over and lightly touch them with a torch. I know they're not going to blend in completely and you're going to see them, but I'm hoping with like all these little knot holes, maybe they'll just kind of vanish away and you really won't even notice them. And I'm really excited to see the outcome of this, and I will bring you along. It'll be another video. I think there's going to be about 3 or 4 videos on this, but I don't know what I'm doing inside. I'm putting up 2x4s because I need the extra strength, because my ceiling rafters are only like 1.5 inches thick and they're starting to bow. So I'm putting these up to kind of help. I'm going to bow them back up, push them back up where they belong, and screw these in. And I'm kind of hoping that these are going to help the rigidity of it and hide all my seams and give me the look that I'm looking for. And I'm not just going to stop here. You know, to tie all this in, I'm going to build my TV stand, and then I'm going to shuggy bond, or whatever it's called, the burning of the wood of it. And then in my bathroom, even though my bathroom is not going to have this in it, at least not right now, I haven't made up my mind, but I'm going to do the 2 crates, the apple crates behind the commode, to hold towels and washcloths and extra toilet paper. The other one in my other bathroom I really liked the outcome of it, and I stained it ebony. But I thought to just kind of start tying the ceiling in with the rest of the home itself, I want to try this Shishuggi bond, you know, a little bit more. So, oh goodness. You know, the more I think about it, the more I'm thinking it could be allergies. But that's besides the point. So I think I'm going to sand those 2 pieces real quick. And I want to darken this up right there, right beside, off to the left of that tank. And then I'm going to brush them all and pre-drill them all. And you guys don't want to watch a video on all of that. I mean, I can tell you, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in about 6 to 8 inches, dead center, drill a pilot hole all the way through so my screw doesn't hit it, and then countersink it. And then I'm going to do that on each end, and then I'll divide probably 3, maybe 4 times in the middle, and probably 3, because I'm going to have one 6 inches out, 6 to 8 inches out, I don't know yet, and then on each end, and then I'm going to have one dead center, and then I'm going to have one in between each one of those. So that'll be 5 on each one. But I know I shouldn't put them, it'd probably look better if I did them randomly. They have to be in the center of the board, I understand that. And it'd probably look better if I did them randomly, but I'm not that type of person. I got to have some uniformity. Yeah, uniformity is probably the word I'm looking for. See, and I'm not going to edit that out. I don't edit, because if you were here in front of me, I would have said that same dang thing. So, anyways, and it does, if you look up at the clouds and stuff, it does look like it is getting ready to pour down rain. And I just hit a button on my phone. I don't know what I did, but it's still recording, I do believe. So watch it have taken the sound away or put an emoji in there or something. I don't know. I'm not really high tech, so as you can clearly see on my Shishuggi bond that I can't even pronounce. But I'm going to get this done, and I'll bring you back when we start the install. I'm going to install a couple of them to figure out what I'm doing, because it's hard to try to figure out what you're doing and record at the same time. And when I say a few cuss words because I did something wrong, or I jump up and down and clap my hands because I did something right. You know, you guys don't need to see all that. So I'll put a couple of them up in the living room, and then I'll bring you back and then show you how I'm doing it. And, you know, I'll do the best that I can with a video for you. So anyways, this is a general vlog video. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, and click that bell notification so you can see. It'll just automatically tell you when I post other videos, and especially on the rest of this, I'm sure you're going to want to see this. And we do some pretty exciting stuff, and by we, I mean me. I keep saying we. I just recently went through a divorce about 1.5 years ago, and basically all my life I've always been a we, and now I'm a me. Now my kids will be involved eventually. They're kind of camera shy, but they'll be involved eventually, and then I'll be okay saying we. So until then, like and subscribe, comment below, click that bell notification, blah, 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 blah. You hear this 1,000 times from everybody on YouTube. It just helps us out a lot. And I do appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next video, and you have a great day.